Hello, in today's video, we shall learn in detail about vertebrates. By the end of this video, we will have a clear understanding about characteristics of vertebrates, embryonic development in vertebrates, taxonomic classification of vertebrates, namely class Pisces, class Amphibia, class Reptilia, class Aves, class Mammalia, and their distinctive features, followed by a brief summary comparing their characteristics. Let us begin with the introduction to vertebrates. Vertebrates are animals that belong to subphylum Vertebrata within phylum Chordata. They are highly diversified, evolved, advanced animals. They are characterized by the presence of vertebral column or a notochord. They possess a well-developed nervous system, a brain, and complex body systems. Vertebrates exhibit a wide range of morphological and physiological adaptations that enable them to flourish in all ecosystems. They include mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fishes. Next, let us understand the fundamental characteristics of vertebrates. Vertebrates possess a backbone, either in the form of a vertebral column or a notochord. In humans, during development, the embryonic notochord is replaced by a backbone or a vertebral column composed of vertebrae. It protects the spinal cord and provides a framework for the movement of body. Vertebrates have a well-developed central nervous system comprising of the brain and the spinal cord. The brain is encased in a protective skull, the cranium, and controls thought, memory, intelligence, emotions, and other body functions. The spinal cord runs through the vertebral column through which group of nerves arise. Spinal cord and nerves carry messages to the brain and the body. Vertebrates possess an internal framework or skeleton made up of bones and cartilage. It provides structural support and helps in the movement of the body. Vertebrates possess a closed circulatory system. Blood circulates within blood vessels with no direct contact with organs and tissues. It allows efficient and rapid transport of oxygen and nutrients throughout the body, thus supporting higher metabolic rates. Vertebrates have a ventral muscular heart with 2, 3, or 4 chambers. Vertebrates possess an efficient respiratory system such as gills or lungs, which have a dense network of capillaries. These structures ensure effective gas exchange to meet the higher metabolic demands of the animal. Vertebrates exhibit bilateral symmetry, that is, the body can be divided into mirror images along a central axis. This enables advanced coordination, efficient movement, structural balance, and formation of a complex centralized nervous system. Sexual reproduction is more common in vertebrates. Embryo develops through cleavage, gastrulation, neurulation, and organogenesis. By the way, if you're getting some value out of this video, please like and share the video so that all of us can learn, unlearn, and relearn together. Also, please consider subscribing the channel and press the bell icon to get instant notification of all the upcoming videos. Next, let us learn about the embryonic development in vertebrates. Some primary embryonic features are common to all vertebrates. Notochord is a flexible, rod-shaped structure that provides skeletal support to the embryo. In humans, it is later replaced by the vertebral column. The remnants give rise to the intervertebral disc. Located close to the notochord, a tube of nerve tissues gives rise to the central nervous system, comprising of the brain and the spinal cord. A series of openings in the pharyngeal region develop gills in aquatic vertebrates, and in terrestrial vertebrates, they are modified into parts of ear and throat. Post-anal tail extends beyond the anus. It helps in balance and movement in many vertebrates. It may be reduced or absent in some adult vertebrates in the course of its development. Vertebrate embryos also show similar structures such as ventral muscular heart, paired appendages in the form of fins or limbs, etc. Next, let us study the taxonomic classification of vertebrates. Vertebrates are classified into different major classes based on their distinct anatomical and physiological characteristics, evolutionary traits, and habitat. They can be grouped under cold-blooded vertebrates and warm-blooded vertebrates. Class Pisces, class Amphibia, class Reptilia include vertebrates which are ectothermic. Class Aves, class Mammalia include vertebrates which are endothermic. Let us now understand class Pisces. Fish are cold-blooded vertebrates and ectothermic as they generate heat from their environment. They are found in freshwater, marine, and brackish water. Their body is streamlined, which aid both in swimming and movement, and is made up of head, trunk, and a tail. The tail and the fins help the fish to swim, steer, and balance their body in water. The body surface is covered by dermal scales or bony plates that provide protection and reduce friction in water. The lateral line system functions as a sensory organ to detect water movement and pressure changes. Gills are their respiratory organs. The heart is two-chambered and the blood flows in closed blood vessels. Fish may be oviparous, viviparous, or ovoviviparous. Class Pisces can be studied under different groups. Agnatha, comprising of the jawless fish, example lampreys, hagfish. Chondrichthyes, consisting of the cartilaginous fishes, example sharks, rays. Osteichthyes, comprising of the bony fishes, example salmon, goldfish. Agnatha are primitive jawless fishes with a cartilaginous skeleton. They do not regulate their own body temperature and are hence ectothermic. They are characterized by the absence of jaws, absence of paired fins, presence of a notochord, and presence of many paired gill pouches. They do not possess a distinct stomach, but have a long gut. They possess a two-chambered heart and also dorsal or a caudal fin. Both fertilization and development are external. Chondrichthyes are cartilaginous fishes that possess a cartilaginous skeleton. They have powerful jaws with several rows of teeth which are replaceable. Their body is covered with tooth-like placoid scales that give protection and also reduces friction, enabling the fish to efficiently swim through water. These fishes breathe through gills, which possess gill slits, but operculum is absent. Swim bladder is absent and buoyancy is maintained by large oily liver. They possess a well-developed lateral line system that functions as a sensory organ. Fertilization is often internal. Generally, their mode of reproduction is ovoviviparous, where fertilized eggs develop within the body of female by receiving nourishment from the egg's yolk sac. The young are born alive after hatching. Some cartilaginous fishes show oviparous and viviparous mode of reproduction. Osteichthyes are bony fishes whose skeleton is made up of bones, giving the body a rigid and supportive structure. They have well-developed jaws with teeth. Their body is covered with cycloid or ctenoid scales, which are protective in function and reduces friction while swimming. These fishes breathe through gills, which are covered by operculum. Swim bladder is present, which maintains buoyancy. Bony fishes have paired pectoral fins for steering or maneuvering and pelvic fins for stabilization. They also possess unpaired dorsal, anal, and caudal fins for stability, direction control, and propulsion. Sexes are separate. They lay a number of eggs which are fertilized externally in water. Next is class Amphibia. Amphibians live both on land and in water. They are cold-blooded, ectothermic, four-limbed vertebrates. They have smooth, moist, glandular skin without scales. Body part is divided into head and trunk. Respiration takes place through gills in larvae, through lungs in adults, and through moist, highly vascularized skin throughout life. Buccopharyngeal respiration is also present in amphibians. The skin contains glands that keep the skin moist and help in gas exchange. Amphibians usually possess 2 pairs of pentadactyl limbs for locomotion. Their heart is 3-chambered with 2 atria and 1 ventricle. Kidney is mesonephric and excretes waste in the form of ammonia and urea. They are oviparous. Eggs are non-amniotic. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is external. Development is indirect. Metamorphosis occurs from an aquatic larval form with gills for respiration to an adult form with lungs. Next is class Reptilia. It consists of cold-blooded ectothermic vertebrates. Reptiles possess dry scaly skin covered with keratinized epidermal scales which prevents water loss. Respiration takes place through lungs. Reptiles have a 3-chambered heart with 2 atria and a partially divided ventricle. Crocodile is an exception it has a 4-chambered heart. Reptiles have 2 pairs of pentadactyl limbs with claws, except snakes, which are limbless. They excrete uric acid and conserve water. They have well-developed brain and sense organs. Fertilization is internal. Most reptiles are oviparous. Eggs have a leathery shell that contains extra embryonic membranes which protect and nourish the embryo. Newly hatched reptiles are immediately capable of independent movement and survival. Next is class Aves. It consists of warm-blooded, endothermic vertebrates. Their body part can be divided into head, neck, trunk and tail. Their body is spindle-shaped, which helps in changing direction while flying and also minimizes resistance of the wind. Body is covered with feathers which provide insulation, waterproofing and is essential structure for flight. Forelimbs are modified into wings and hind limbs possess 4 clawed digits. Birds are able to create lift and maintain flight with the help of wings and light skeleton. Birds are bipedal. Hind limbs are adapted for walking, perching and grasping. Lower and upper jaws are modified into beaks with no teeth. Endoskeleton is bony with long hollow pneumatic bones filled with air cavities. Epidermal scales are present on their legs. A specialized sebaceous preening gland is found on the dorsal base of the tail. The gland produces an oily substance which helps in waterproofing their feathers and in maintaining flexibility. Birds maintain a high metabolic rate to fulfill energy requirement for flight. Their heart is 4-chambered. Respiratory system is highly efficient, which takes place through spongy and elastic lungs. A special vocal organ called syrinx is present at the base of the trachea. Birds have a specialized digestive system with crop for storing and softening food and a muscular gizzard for grinding the food. Kidneys are metanephric, which removes the nitrogenous waste in the form of semi-solid uric acid. It is a water-conserving adaptation and also helps to reduce body weight. Birds possess only one occipital condyle, due to which they can extensively move their head and neck. Absence of urinary bladder and anus and presence of a single ovary and oviduct on the left side are all adaptations to reduce body weight. They are oviparous, sexes are separate, or they show sexual dimorphism. Fertilization is internal. Eggs possess hard shell with 4 embryonic membranes, chorion, amnion, allantois, and the yolk sac. Birds exhibit high level of parental care like nest building, incubation, protection, etc., migration, and territorial behavior, especially during the breeding season. Finally, we shall learn about class Mammalia. Mammals are warm-blooded, endothermic vertebrates. They can maintain a constant body temperature, allowing them to survive in a wide variety of environment. They have a backbone or a vertebral column. They possess mammary gland which secretes milk in females that provide nourishment and immunological protection to the newborn. Mammals possess two pairs of limbs, external ears or pinnae, heterodont teeth, and hairy skin. Teeth are highly organized and developed in mammals and are adapted for various feeding habits like biting, piercing, and grinding. Body of mammals may be covered with hair or fur for protection, insulation, and camouflage. The skin of mammals shows the presence of oil glands or sebaceous glands and sweat glands or sudoriferous glands. The four-chambered heart of mammals works efficiently and circulates blood throughout the body. There is complete separation of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, which is crucial for supporting high metabolic rate. Respiration takes place through lungs, which are provided with numerous alveoli for gas exchange. In mammals, the brain is well developed, consisting of cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata, and also have a complex nervous system. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. They are viviparous, that is, they give birth to young ones, except platypus, which lays eggs. Depending on their developmental stages of their offspring at birth, mammals can be grouped into placental mammals, marsupials, and monotremes. Placental mammals are known as eutherians. Example, humans, monkeys. They have a well-developed placenta that nourish the fetus for the entire gestation and give birth to well-developed offspring. Marsupials or metatherians are commonly known as pouched mammals. Example, kangaroo. They give birth to underdeveloped young ones. These young ones complete their development in the maternal pouch. They feed on milk secreted by mother's mammary gland. Monotremes or prototherians are egg-laying mammals. After hatching, the young ones are nourished by the mother's milk secreted by the mammary gland. Example, duck-billed platypus. Let us summarize different characteristics of vertebrates belonging to different classes. The body of fish is covered with slimy skin, amphibians with moist, smooth skin, reptiles with dry scales or plates, birds with feathers, while mammals with either hair or fur. Fish, amphibians, and reptiles are cold-blooded vertebrates or ectothermic, as their body temperature varies with the environment, while birds and mammals are warm-blooded vertebrates or endothermic, as they can regulate and maintain a constant body temperature. In fish, respiration is through gills, in amphibians through gills in the larval stage and through lungs in adults. Reptiles, birds, and mammals respire through lungs. Heart is two-chambered in fish with a single atrium and a single ventricle, three-chambered in amphibians with two atria and one ventricle, three-chambered heart with two atria and partially divided ventricle in reptiles, while heart is four-chambered in birds and mammals with two atria and two ventricles. Movement in fish is with the help of fins. in amphibians and reptiles with limbs, in birds with limbs and wings, and in mammals with limbs. Fish and amphibians lay jelly-like eggs in water. Reptiles lay leathery shelled eggs on land. Birds too lay eggs on land, but their eggs are covered with hard shell, while mammals give birth to young ones and feed them with milk from mammary glands. So external fertilization occurs in fish and amphibians, while internal fertilization takes place in reptiles, birds, and mammals. Generally, fish, amphibians, reptiles, and birds are oviparous with few exceptions, while mammals are generally viviparous. So today we have learnt in detail about vertebrates. I have some practice questions for you. Please share your answers in the comment section below. You can pause the video and write down the questions if you like. Thank you so much for your time and participation. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing the channel and press the bell icon to get instant notification of all the upcoming videos. Also, if you want to discuss any particular topic in biology, please mention that in the comments section below. I'll see you there. Goodbye. All the best.